HornbillTV ita Dimapur Naga students in laga office te aigena ase Dnsu pra alleged kuria land mafia nirmal jain to hele to illegal itu fabricated indigenous certificate loigena illegal land transaction de engage kuri se kuigena tan facts and figures itu chulaigena tan expose kuri dia opportunity state government pra iku action na lo ani bite kile itu action na loi kuigena government ke bi sawal kurigena aise mugan jana nisna 3rd September te Deputy Commissioner pra Nirmal Jain aro Dimapur Naga Students Union kebi itu tagan ke mati gena itu samon kurigena itu la khilaf opportunity bi kota kurise hoilebi Nirmal Jain tu le 2 bar abstain kurigena Deputy Commissioner laga order bi itu samon kura laga order bi itu namani gena aita gise kintu itu oporte Deputy Commissioner laga side fale pra bi fact finding committee set up kurigena Nagaland Commissioner kebi itu tagan itu report to patagena ase hoilebi government laga side fale pra itya tak iku response dia nai to itu la khilaf opportunity bi itu sawal kurigena government ke joldi transparency aro accountability itu dibole laga bi tagan koigena ase itu opporte aji press conference te moan jani paise itu laga Nirmal Jain la case opporte bi itya army supply colony te itu tinta non local bra mati kinigena itu indigenous certificate itu fabricated kurigena chula laga opportunity tagan itu janai dise tagan koisi ki age 3 days ago te tagan itu laga fake and figures janegena tagan itu tagan laga go down chulai takala bi seal kurise kintu law enforcing agency ra itu aro kuli digena takala ga bi moan ke janai dise itu details to hoile itia Dimapur Naga Students Union bra itu aro deep details to itia moan press conference te sailobo tagan ki demand kuri ase aro ki mangi ase itu bi moan sailobo aro moan jani paise ki judi government bra positive response itu laga case supported janai kole takan itu relebi kurigina jabole khoi ase aro itu opportunity ita army supply colony te tinjen laga nam takan khwa opportunity takan itu police complaint bi kuribole laga bi itu koigina ase aibi itu laga moan ita details sailobo.
We, the Dimapur Naga Students Union, have called this press conference not just to share updates, but we have called this press conference to demand accountability and transparency from those in authority. We are here this afternoon to speak in regard with Nirmal Jain's issue and other issues pertaining to Dimapur district, which not only affects the people of Dimapur but the Nagas in general. I may not speak in detail, but I am very sure by now all the citizens of Nagaland is aware about the Nirmal Jain issue. We have taken this issue since May of this year. We have followed due procedures respecting the law and the authorities. We have the officials of Dimapur Naga Students Union. We have gathered information, submitted the required documents and facts to the concerned authorities, and after which the Deputy Commissioner Dimapur constituted a fact-finding committee and thereby submitted their report and findings to the Home Commissioner or to the Commissioner of Nagaland. After that, our officials, we even went up to Kohima and met our Chief Secretary to the Government of Nagaland. We apprised him in regard with this matter, where he told us that the delay is because of the ongoing Pentagon strike, which was going on in the past few days, and for which the government was unable to give any response to the union and the Naga public. But now, since the Pentagon strike is over, all the offices have resumed, and the Dimapur Naga Students Union is yet to receive any report from the government. We have submitted all the required documents, the findings, it is already there in their table, and we are really disappointed, and we are unable to understand as to why, when all the documents and reports are there in their table, why is still there an hesitation to speak or act on this regard. The Dimapur Naga Students Union, we are not here to create division or conflict, but our objective from the very start have been to ensure that fairness prevails. We expect the government to honor the trust of the people by coming out clear transparent and giving transparent statement, and by taking appropriate action based on the facts which is already available with them. The Dimapur Naga Students Union have always stood for the welfare of the students community and the integrity of the Naga society. Let us be very clear through this press conference that we have no personal agenda or no personal interest. We want to also send a message to the government through this press conference that the people are already waiting for the response. The facts, it is already with them, and delaying justice is denying justice. Therefore, the Dnsu, we urge the government to act, to speak, and to show transparency and fairness still matter in our state. We also have some other issues to be highlighted to the people through this press conference, for which I would like to give the time to our colleagues.
So, the Dimapur Naga students, we have a commitment to uphold the rights, identity, and integrity of the indigenous people of Nagaland. We stand as custodians of truth and heritage. Recognizing our identity stems from our ancestral lineage, land and community values passed down upon generations. Itu koina mahan Dnsu kantu ulidu. We really appreciate the stand of the Nagaland government. The recent speech that our chief minister said that indigenous identity is non-transferable. One good point. He has mentioned that in a recent event. So, indigenous identity is non-transferable. Now, regarding Nirmal Jain's case or whoever it might be, if you are not an indigenous of Nagaland, you cannot procure land and be an owner of land in Nagaland. Nagaland to Dimapur Nagaland na sudo. Now everybody knows that. Now inika laga instance bishiase. Itu karne mohan lajes para highlight kuri dishe. Mohan to facts and figures. Please morom para public kan along with the public mohan as custodians of our inherent rights, mohan Dnsu kan we have supplied enough materials, evidence to the administration. Now the government is refusing to act. Abni hambi, you have been following it since day one. To itula instance kan inika hoy kene the major instance uli to Nirmal Jain ase ulibi inala instance bishi ase. Now itet uli to act na kure as a civil society organization in order to protect our rights. Mohan to uli to we mohambi groundwork to kure kene ahi ase to. Kuri kene ayatam de kun para rukai na under the pretense of the law to clearly likhin ase ki if you are not an indigenous of Nagaland, you cannot procure land, itu to likhin ase to. Now mohan dikhi pa ase ki bishi man ina kuri kene ase to mohan jai kene ekta instance army supply colony te army supply road te ekta instance ase mohan tu tahanke verification karne kimsa ko mohan verification to kure de in order to help the law na the administration mohan Dnsu kambi itu han tu we do our homework. Now itu kure gena tahanke any ekbar ahi kene kutha kuru kuina mate de mohan na first de to ina kure tam de tahan du cooperation na di kile cooperation na de kule du. It seems that can do sok laga higher ups la bekina se kuina na mahang gitu hisapina naga manu gitu hisapina naga manu khane ze tu kan higher ups samwi ulibi tahan tu tahan la bekina se kuikine mamfutani para. Now what we did was tai khan tu response na de karne mahan jai kene ekta jaga de Dnsu laga notice di kene itu tahan notice mohan la office te na hatak tu bon kuri diside kuine kurise what itu la same evening te mohan khobar paise ki police kan jai kena tala phangai ne ini khuli disi aku nawal kuribi tahan laka job ase kule tu bolibi man ite ki kuri ase kule tu we want accountability na from those people itu illegally purchase mati kini kena thaga khang logote accountability mangya ase tu mahan what we are doing is we are just helping the administration to prove that itu kan tu itu illegal ways para fraudulent means para iniga mati kini biasa kuine we wanted to prove it to them will be ina kuria laga homoite tahan tu itu they obviously they have boasted to us that they are very much in touch with higher ranking peoples, the people in government or whatever it is ina kurigine tahan dikhai dise now mohan Dnsu laga notice to lu hisabi na kurigine ina kurigine se moi kule mun ta public kan aru Dnsu kan we are fed up now kiman baru kiman deri ko government ke if you don't act evidence there pichidi iman evidence there pichidi if you don't act to protect our indigenous rights mohan kuribodo public are ready to speak up public are ready to come up in the streets mohan any respect kurigina administration ke respect kurigina any no kimang ko lai she mohang ke na when Nirmal Jain case was exposed apni han must really kuribi na kuine kimang ko lai she office te bi I will sponsor ina bi ku she in order to protect the indigenous rights of the Nagas kimang ba ku she mohan administration can we have the hope that the administration will act will do the right thing ina kurigina mohan tu le do look we are waiting for the government ina kurine rukhi thai je now ite tak ina honai ite tu le do itu mohan supply laga itu supply colony laga army road lagate mohan jai kene itu inquiry kura la tu le tu nam kuidiwo malik khan tu le tu Gujrilal Singh Sharma se Vinod Kumar Sharma se aru Bashwang Parek tahan tinjun ekilogote on kure gushi they don't have indigenous certificates okay oli mati tu tahan la ase duck number bi kuidiwo pata number bi 1368 ase duck number bi 1425 area 010002 itu spot 2 ki ase block 2 hule tu
Square feet.
07 square feet yes what to 7 na itu evidence ase de mahan Dnsu logote itu khan tu hule tu apni khan bi media as media persons apni khan bi government ke hudibi ki kane itu khan without indigenous certificate ki kane iniga kuri ase na ma khan jani ase we will be overrun since Britishers la time para mahan ke protect kure laga force enforce thakala ite tak bi ase now ILP la tu le tu I don't want to stress mas tate stress kurule kami nai hulibi mohan sob manu chane so we are protected by that because the Britishers they know that we will be overrun our rights our indigenous customary practice our heritage will be lost because those times plains people or these times also plains people are much smarter than us itu karne itu low to rakhi na ase to now itu low te rakhi in protection of indigenous rights la rakhia laga portivi if the government of the day fails to act kwa nishina the public we are frustrated Dnsu is frustrated and we will do any means necessary to protect our rights itu kwa nishina.
Any question?
As you have carried out the verification, isn't it legal to have a law enforcing agency along with you while you're verifying on will be still illegal?
Yeah, we'll come to the point now. This case is related to Nirmal. Itu mati bi Nirmal par bigala ase. So I'll tell you regarding this thing.
Acha, let us first clear. Where and when you seal?
It was 3 days back. 3 days back, yeah. We are not justifying of what we have done. In fact, we are ready to go to jail also. They have the right to arrest us. if at all they find it is not our duty. But may I also kindly remind you all that the organization can be notice can marigena it can margeta thami clear as no kare ekta colin council union tak bi dukan te shatar khante notice mar Dnsu bara mara kani durbokle you is fine, but we also react to it. Police are doing their duty. Kote bara order aso kote bara hasi tu mo khan bi jane ase midlen issue bi tatak bi solve hona de naga man khan buji bi de midlen issue bi solve hona time mangi every time abo Dnsu kile expose kor thakyo being a mature organization public khan instigate no karibi na ini expose no kina maturely kuruna to maturely kura ase no hoy to maturely kurat ne to dabai de ase to itu karni to mokhan acha ami khan police khan ke jai kena investigate kurbo kolbi ki kurbo kolbi I think we need proven evidence na proven evidence aur mokhan to Dnsu kono pola pora we will go for verification in the indigenous law. I think we have told in the media, you all know, you may go back to the genesis of our press conference also. Na khali mukra koi kena bhoibulo nahi to we have to go to verification. Not only that, ILP can only be government ke kuribu ka be if at all the government are not taking proper actions or implementing properly. I think the organizations have to lead na eta to kurbo lage to indigenous ami khan itu korab ne to ami khan first nirmal ke issue choise na aro ami khan nirmal ke issue chat de to government khan sabi flood aishe landslide aishe Pentagon strike pani girishe udu girishe kono to khotem ho jase ek sal ho jase na desperate times need a desperate measure mohan mitu kurgina sidi and we are not justifying also jiti midland issue tala mara tum to Dnsu ki to arrest kurbo kane bi warning bi dianai threaten bi korana hole bi itu khan la moi koise morom pra itu Vinod Kumar Sharma, Girdalal Sharma, Bajrang Parikh. Mati Nirmal Hatpra Kinshi. Obviously Nagamal Hatpra Koran Thakibo. Indigenous Nai Lal Patako Tibra Banasha. Kun Pra Banan Dichu Lal Patakan. Cushion Tadasado. Aratakan Cushion Chico to government could be. Why are they so bold to take the name of government and the authority? Buenaido. So actually, crime man can get criminal koi do itu kan do already crime ko shudo indigenous na thakina mati kingina lal pata bi banana gila sudo so they have fraudulent to kurgina sudo to so fraudulent of document is a crime criminal shudo to criminal kan get to FR bi kulo paru ni to we call them one by one iman phutal no khato kase I don't want to talk about it koi na apni khan bash lagibo so for example Bajrang Parikh taitu murishe to tala chokra ishe his tala chokra naam to Sundar Parikh I gave him a call. He came over to the office tai koishe I was not aware moi to Delhi thakshe I was a doctor I came Mafia plus I came tai hindi pra moi khota kadishe he was saying like I wasn't the one who bore it thori na maine liya tha pitaji ka hai but I wasn't aware but we are very sorry if Dnsu is doing for the betterment of the Nagas then it's not that Dnsu is snatching my land. If it is wrong, if it is going to the government treasure, if it is contributing to the public, I will cooperate with the Dnsu. That's what he said in went there. But since I am new, please talk with Uncle Vinod or Uncle Girdara because they are still alive. So Jidi Takam innocent as they would have admit they would have cooperated with the Dnsu, but they didn't. Takam Quran itu. Utu the Godam Bon Kurisha Kalik Kulava Chinta no Kurusha Kulushido. To kun the issue choice reaction down Rashid to tick their Maricana tick issue to Tragan as Marishat Lagishana reaction to Asi. To Ituka Nishna we are see. Egg into Dnsu to Tanativi job or a jail job already. Husakwas will be Dnsu drugs biga karni. Man ke rap kura karni murder karni Naga Malna rights karni khara kura karni jashikni to I will assure you. Nelson Mandela, Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi tak bi jail ja sako to ami khan to chutu mutu manasu to ar makhan mon bian abo kiba biya kam kurne jail jalan hoy Naga Malna rights karni jail jasli ikun noy reaction da ibo to holbi to ami khan itu we are ready so we were compelled to do it and then isu khan bra itu notice di kena bon kra karna am connection lobo kole you are not going to justify, we will cooperate with the authority, but kindly explain us when the other organization are doing that, they do not do anything. Why is it the Dnsu? Only the Dnsu. Itu mo jan mo na se. And yes, when nirmal to fraudulent document, tai fraud korsha, tala bawal ham balchin jen thaksha, dusa mana balchin jen matai documents bana doshe. Proven. Ita ta bi eku action na. Public khan kushim kurasu to. Vinod Khan, Gedar Khan to Vinod to tai to indigenous ase. Ha. To tai indigenous tai par mati kingena, mati to tinta patala number banai na se to. Have you seen this? Ekta, duita, tinta. तो ताई तो इंडिजिनस भी मिसयूज करासन होय और किना कोन इंडिजिनस दुइटा ना था मन के एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव खान पूरा लाल पत्ता बनाने दीदी शो समथिंग इज रॉन्ग न होय इबे ताकि दिशो कोन पूरा लाल पत्ता बनासे कुछ निर्मल पूरा बनाए दिशो कुछ तो निर्मल ना सुत ना इतो kan निर्मल के एक्शन लेबी कासु दैट्स व्हाई वी आर कॉलिंग निर्मल एलियन माफिया ना तो इतो kan भी कोई शोला निर्मल लोक माटी किना तंते किबा प्रॉब्लम तो न होबोला कोई शोला तो निर्मल पर कोई शोला चिंता न करबी आने आसे कोई शोला बनाए दिशो तो पता भी तो you go and question them निर्मल पर बनाए दिशो कासु तो every documentation निर्मल पर बनाएंगे ना तो कि मन निर्मल माटी बिगाने से सब जानला से स्टे ऑर्डर लगाई बोला गया इन्वेस्टिगेशन जवा लगे तखन पर नुकरा लगा Dnsu itu mana mati chingini beran hoy do keep this in mind kon to government employees kan servant of the people caretaker kan ke government property ke caretaker nishna protect na rakha kam pra digai dia tu makan wapas dibo kasu to itu mati to public property hoy to government treasury jabo to Dnsu mangbolo hoy to and a law let me remind you a law is made to protect the weaker section of the people from the powerful people to exploit the weaker section people to discriminate or to undermine law karni digena se so public we should make them realize that no one is above the law thik ase law pra ase kule to thik ase police khan pra tala mari shoko shokole to thik ase ami khan bi makhana hate evidence ase ami khan complaint dibo ase complaint digena that same very station we will go and we will see whether they will go and close down or not because already it has the evidence too nah so it's not my question we are not even closing damki dishe to ki koro parbo kina mota thakila kina ki koro se kushi to we were compelled to do it I also have a voice conversation with me when I had a talk with uncle Vinod moi ta kushi uncle ityata chabi apni ke di dibo ityata apni ke chabi di dibo documents di dibo kushi to girdala pra ni de kushi aro ki kuro se kurlo bo kush kali khullo bo chin sabide kush khullo ishi but no one is above the law we are going to follow the proper procedure and we are going to have a rally very soon if the government don't take an action then is to khan ke rally khan najabi ki khan najabi koi government is with you koi but the law is law we are still waiting for them but if we are compelled to come out of the street for rally I want the public to know that we might go for a open fundraise also to have this rally and all Dnsu is completely exhausted for so many reasons etuka public kan koi dese aur public kan gi kunba student organization kan kunba man kan kunba Dnsu logo contribute kormon ase to we are forming an ILPVC inner line permit vigilance committee we will issue an admit card you can be a member of us amit bi koi dese
private residence na business
asul dina thakise itu godam thakise to itu mati te dahan godam banai na ase construct kori na ase aru itu construction permit kun bhai dishe na jno to construct kori na ase to construct ha to biruja dukan thakise to ami kan dakhan Indigenous mangya ase last year pra mangya ase to nidie to aru business to dama chole ase takhan na kam to chole ase na to we are telling the authority to go for in tade verification jabi investigation jabi na stay order kan lagai bolai to construction kan bi stop kor bolai to we want them to stop the construction until unless the investigation is done until unless they get a clean sheet from the government they are not supposed to run it hol tahan run kora ase so that's not a private residence that's tahan construction koron thakise tahan tate tahan godam te saman kan rakhi thakise ena korna get thakise to itu get te mokhan lock marala ase ena korna chapi loi jala se holi chabi de henover kodishe ami kan police kan pra henover kodishe they call us we had a discussion a lengthy discussion Ku inaka biya khata to ko nai. We just told them mohan ki ko lase mohan mi koi dishe ki we were compelled to do this. We also told them that we are not justifying what we have done, but desperate measure logo lagi jashit kan loi shake na mohan mi koi kenas.
See, I'll tell one thing. Like, we cannot let outsiders come and claim what rightfully belongs to us. We cannot let Nagaland become another Tripura. My dear Naga elders, brothers and sisters, let's stand together and protect our land, our rights, and our people. How can we shelter others when we cannot even shelter ourselves? Nagamangan, if Dnsu calls off a rally against injustice done to our people, I want everyone to actively come and participate to show them that what we can do when our motive is right. Jail jawa thaklibi amila president najagi de ami first gusibo. I want young minds to come up to raise question on this issue, to provoke themselves, so that government can bujibo lagi to do. And then to those people, those who think that utu student issue no hoy, student union kan inga involve nukuro lage, inga babi thaka mangan to, apne kan to bishi galti babna kura je, 20-30 years bishi apne kan to realize kuro de. So, ami kan ki kura je, ami kan bi piche bra blind lagi na kura no hoy. We have proof, we have evidence, we know what we are doing. So apne kan bi please support kuru be, and then I know we can do it together.
Lastly, to media can take a picture of these documents. Okay, we are exposing it. Kindly make it transparent for the public. Our public conditioner Girdarlal Sharma, Vinod Kumar Sharma, Bajrang Parikh. Ni our mati to permit number 21368 as a that number or plot number is 1425. And now gonna block number 2 07 ase itu to army supply calling ase. And we will further come with more. We mohan bishiman ki our expose kurula ase. And it's a sincere request to all our Naga elders that whatever we are touching this issue, this is not for person benefit. Kunba third party kan nirmal la mati kunte jaga se itu kunba third party kan snitch korbo kusukra se to please don't mind. Itu mati tu Nagaman la public la se. It will go to government treasure, and kindly do whatever you want. Aro kun khan itu indigenous khan na thaki na kun tu party ki jai na itu dia se settle kura se, that has nothing to do with the Dnsu. Just because they are doing it or you are doing it doesn't mean that Dnsu will compromise our issue. Thank you.
Is it jointly owned by 3 people? Right?
Yeah, owned by 3 people. Land patabi 3 jon la se.
So originally kinana dile ekta.
No, 3 jon pra kinishe. Takhan ina deshe indigenous to Vinod Kumar Sharma se. To tai pra kinine dia ina bin hoy. Ar tai pra kinine di shukle bi still illegal. Indigenous nahi to na. Aro kuma mantu 1920 1930 la bi khoto ka se. Mali bi ta khan pura Naga man lengta thaka dem pra IB. Indigenous nothing kinishe kule to that fact cannot be changed na. I think like just because our CM says that into money indigenous to Nagaman hi ase dusaman hoy kulibi they could have they can get the PRC permanent residence certificate with ekta criteria like in ase norms and conditions like in ase, so all these things, yeah, so itu mati to 3 jin pra like in ase
agency abusal complaint file kurbo na
3 jin against te kurbo to. But unfortunately I am being very open. Sundur Parikh, he said that he is ever ready to cooperate with the Dnsu authority. He is saying that it was his father who bought it. Talabao to Murgina se Bajrang to. Our Sundur Parikh is his son. He is willing to give it to the government. Taitu. He said tai cooperate kurbo kushe. If this is something.
Of course, without any compensation.
Huh?
Yes,
Sorry?
Yes.
Without compensation, that was
Kina tu tahan government la galti par kina bin hoy aro kina ko let the government decide. Will be compensation tahan kle dibola gaya. They knowingly did it na. In case of Sundur Parikh too, that I don't know. Tal Baba Murshe, now he can just because of his father crime, Sundur Parikh lo porte action lo work out. I think that is also not itu the thing nai. That's fairness nai. Will be Girdala aro Vinod Kumar Shah to Zindasu do. Ara ta khan para to sab ko gine berasu do. tahan proof evidence ko tahan ra sab jab I will plan number Dnsu kan extortion kurkina birasu kuna man ke koi kina birasu tahan to gusauti kina ya aram khala kan to dia se aro first thing I forgot this point, sorry for taking time. Man khan nirmal la khoda ka iman giru ho jaise, people thought man na dimati bhabya se to nirmal logo to Dnsu set lo hishini ki crucify am Dnsu kan crucify krase to am khana character be assassinate krase to paisa lo lishini ki tu share lo lekino kono khoda ka ase. And even regarding this Vinod Kumar Sharma and Girdler Sharma, you know, unfortunately to say, but one of my executive also questioned me. Act of source propaganda se president apni ke poise digna se kusha are moi to lohanai to. Now I was silent for 1 month because I had the surgery. My surgery thaki she, moi Delhi jang thaki she, moi movie bhal pro kholo na propaganda se. To it kan I could not follow up. Na holbi itu 1 month chupchap bhai jabara to khani hola she. To moi olap tadi information collect kurse. दूसरा पार्टी खान दूसरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खान ताते Dnsu पर कुन इशू छुआ से दूसरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खान पर एडवांटेज लेकिन पैसा डिमांड करासु तो तखन तो दिगिना थको परे दिशो होला I cannot prove evidence don't परे but I can assure you पैसा दिगिना सु तो किमान जुन की दिगिना से नजने हुनिया से तो मानवी पैसा लासु तो ल मन की भाबो आमी खान तक भी पैसा दिया से तो Dnsu तो शॉट लेकिन थको परे दिमाग तासु तो हलबी नलाबो दे और कुन लय केना से लय लयसे इदु तो अथॉरिटी ल अपोर्ट आसे हलबि तो Dnsu ला कम नै लमन लय लयसे और ताय खान भी दूसरा पार्टी के लिए पैसा दिबो लागे ताय खान भी के दूसरा पार्टी के पैसा दिबो लागे हां Dnsu के किनबो ना परानी दूसरा मन के किनबो परसिकलु तो पारबो नि बक्सिन पब्लिक पागला ने की रास्ता ते पब्लिक खराब कोडो आमी कोसे पब्लिक खान आइ থাকে तो ऑफिस दे आई के ना तहन बुरा खान तक भी आई थे क्या आमी खाना जमाना जैसे वी रिग्रेट इट इज योर फ्यूचर पठाने भी गोटे 10-20,000 भी दिए तहन न ग्रुप कर लो आमी ला छोकरा भी बताबो कोन मन आमा बखान फोन करके ना नाम कोई के ना पठाने भी गोटे दे फोन करके ना पेट्रोल पंप दाई भी बेकर दाई भी कोई के ना 1 लाख भी थाई दे 50,000 भी थाई ना गॉड ब्लेस यू कोई के ना Dnsu के दिया मन बे आसे दे स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सिविल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन किमान आसे honest thaka man duk pai kena missa ase the trend is gone honest thaki bi kam kurbi morong kora man be aibo ne all of us should know NGOs can CEOs can student leaders can janmo lage people are confused to para to student leader ko man respect kora bishe ida to I myself kumi makan respect no kora to nobody is having faith on student organization now nobody is having faith or nobody trusts confidence na thako se CEOs leaders kan kya kun par kurse I think we are also lacking something behind na. We are leaving something behind. Itu Korani, it's a request to all the Naga citizens. Itu Ami Khan Naga Mala rights ase Naga Mala rights to compromise kona pare. And when we are talking about Naga rights, we will cushion the government of Nagaland. We will even cushion the government of India. We will even cushion the national workers when we are talking about the Naga rights. And this is completely the rights of the Nagas. No one should hijack it. Thank you.